Hey, if you've got a second, I promise not to take too much of your time, but I wanted to share something with you that I felt was pretty profound. I had dinner at my mom's the other night. Me and my son went there. And by the time we left, it was about 9:45 at night. So at that hour, pretty much everybody's home. Nobody's out driving on the road. It was a weekday. And my son and I were just driving down the street. And I, like everybody else, you start looking at homes or properties when you're driving by. You just kind of glance over at it and you go, oh, all right, that's nice. Or, ooh, that one needs work. But we were just driving down the street and I started to notice a pattern. It didn't matter how big the house was. It didn't matter if it was a super huge, beautiful home on a big piece of property or if it was a smaller home on a mid-range piece of property or a cottage on a postage stamp. It didn't really matter. At that hour, they all had one thing in common. There was one room in the house with a light on. All the rest of the house was dark. So whether it was a big house or a small house, it didn't matter. There was just one light on in one room. And that light was the same color in every single house. Same exact color. It's like typical LED probably light, but symbolically, it like hit me like a rock. It's like, no matter what you try to accomplish in your day or even in your life, no matter what you're trying to do or what you think other people have or don't have, at the end of the day, we all have access to the same light. We all have it. And it's what you do with that light in that moment. So some of those people were probably just watching TV. Some of those people were maybe having an argument. Some of those people were maybe thinking about how wonderful their day went or the news they got about somebody being born or somebody getting married. There's a lot of different things that are happening. And I always pass houses all the time and I go, I wonder what's going on in their heads. Like, I wonder what's happening in their lives. I wonder what's going on in their situation. Because it's always a story somewhere. There's a story always happening. And I guess my point is that we all have access to it. We all have access to information. We all have access to the light. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? Having access to the light. And at the end of the day, like I said, nobody's light's brighter than somebody else's. Nobody's light is more accessible than anybody else's. It's the light that goes on. It's the light that was in the room. Same exact light, same color in every house. So understand that you have access to that light as well. And you will always have access to it. Nobody's different than anybody else. And I don't care what their social status is. I don't care what they've learned or if they're celebrity status. It doesn't matter. Because in the end of the day, they're home alone in their room with the light on. So never think that you are in any way less important or less valuable or less empowered than anybody else in this world. Because again, I will say it, at the end of the day, we all have one light on and we all have access to that same light. So take away from that what you will, but I thought it was pretty cool to notice and I just wanted to share. Have a great rest of the day.